You hire 2 more agents, and somehow the backlog still grows. Replies get slower, not faster. Tickets sit for days with no touch, then explode into angry follow-ups. The same issues keep coming back because nothing actually gets fixed. It just gets answered again. Customers learn the cheat code, spam every channel until someone bites, and you end every day feeling like you ran flat out and still moved backward.
That is the moment you realize the queue is not the work.
It is the bill for work you cannot see. Moving to slide 2. A huge chunk of your day is spent reading, not solving. Hunting for the last time this happened. Copying details from one tool into another. Rewriting the same response because templates are out of date or hard to find. Waiting on internal teams who are also buried. None of that closes a ticket, but it consumes your best hours. That invisible work tax is why effort goes up while output stays flat. The backlog is just the symptom you can measure. Moving to slide 3. Backlog happens when demand exceeds throughput. The throughput is not just headcount. It is clarity, speed, and clean handoffs. Rework quietly inflates volume. A customer replies, you reopen, you re-triage, you re-explain. Ownership paths are fuzzy, so tickets bounce between teams or sit because no one is sure who should move first. Without a fast triage lane, urgent items wait behind routine questions, and routine questions wait behind messy ones. Then slow first responses create loops. Customers follow up for updates, creating more tickets that look like new demand. Fixing backlog means fixing flow, not just pushing harder. And the first trap is believing every ticket represents real demand. Moving to slide 4. Ticket volume is not demand. Volume includes duplicates, follow-ups, and misrouted requests that never should have hit your queue. One outage can turn into 50 tickets because people report it through chat, email, web form, and social at the same time. Wrong form selections dump billing into technical support, or technical issues into account teams. Then your agents spend minutes just figuring out what it is, where it belongs, and whether it already exists. That noise hides the real work. It makes your metrics lie, and it makes planning feel impossible. When you separate signal from noise, the whole system becomes easier to steer. The catch is that separation lives or dies in the first few minutes. Moving to slide 5. Triage is your bottleneck because it decides everything downstream. Severity gets guessed too late, so the fire starts spreading before anyone labels it. Priority gets set by emotion, not impact, so the loudest ticket wins. Missing info creates ping-pong. One question, one day lost, another follow-up, another day lost. Generalists get overrun at the front door while specialists sit idle because nothing arrives cleanly packaged. Fix triage and you stop feeding chaos into the machine. Ignore it and even great teams drown while knowledge decays quietly. Moving to slide 6. Knowledge rarely fails with a bang. It decays quietly. Your product changes, but the doc stays frozen. The real answer ends up as a Slack thread that only 3 people can find. Someone writes a macro that works this month, and pricing, permissions, or UI shifts, and it starts producing wrong steps. Meanwhile, the weird edge cases, the ones that actually burn hours, never get captured because everyone is busy getting to inbox 0. After a few cycles, agents stop trusting the knowledge base, so they stop contributing to it. Then every ticket becomes a fresh investigation, even when you solved it last week. Quiet decay turns speed into noise, and the numbers you celebrate can start hiding the damage. Moving to slide 7. A lot of teams optimize what is easy to count, not what customers feel. First response time looks great, while the same issue bounces 3 times. Average handle time rewards rushing, not finishing. CSAT can stay high, even when you create rework later, because the survey hit the first touch, not the full loop. And if you do not track backlog aging, you miss the slow tickets that turn into churn. Good metrics should punish loops, not hide them. Moving to slide 8. AI earns its keep when you give it real jobs, not vague assistants. Job 1 is intake and extraction. It reads the message, pulls out the plan, account ID, environment, error text, timeline, and the exact ask, then flags what is missing. Job 2 is classification and routing. It tags intent, product area, severity, and whether this looks like a known incident. It can also spot duplicates by matching symptoms and recent spikes.
Job 3 is drafting and personalization. It writes a first pass that uses the customer's context,
suggests the right next step, and adapts tone and language. Your agent edits and sends, faster, with fewer mistakes. Job 4 is knowledge capture and updates. When the agent resolves the case, the AI proposes a new article, a macro fix, or an edge case ad, with evidence linked to the ticket. Add queue risk forecasting on top. It watches volume, aging, and incident signals so you can staff and escalate earlier. When AI is doing these jobs, humans stop wasting attention on admin work and start owning outcomes. Moving to slide 9. Most support ping-pong starts at the first message. Fix intake, and you cut loops before they begin.
Set the AI to ask for missing details immediately, based on intent. If you report a login failure, it asks for the identity provider, error code, and whether SSO is enforced. If it is an API issue, it asks for endpoint, request ID, and timestamp. Use smart forms that change per issue type, so you collect the right fields without making everyone fill a giant template. Prefer links to logs over attachments, so agents can search and share the same source of truth. Pre-fill account context like plan, region, recent changes, and open incidents. Detect language instantly, so the first reply is readable and respectful. When intake is tight, your team stops guessing and starts solving.
Moving to slide 10. Routing is where you protect your experts from being the default dumpster fire. Use skill-based assignment, so complex cases land with the right specialist, and basic questions do not. Detect incidents early by clustering similar tickets and matching known symptom patterns, then route them to an incident queue with one owner and a single customer-facing message. Add VIP and churn flags from account health signals, but keep them transparent so agents know why a ticket is prioritized. Make prioritization SLA aware, factoring in age, severity, and promised response windows, not just who yelled loudest. And auto-merge related tickets, so 10 agents do not investigate the same outage in parallel. When routing is smart, the whole queue calms down, and your best people stay focused on the work only they can do. Moving to slide 11. When AI drafts replies, the goal is simple. You want drafts that you can actually send. Start by grounding every response in your policy and product rules, not vibes. If the customer is frustrated, the tone should be calm and direct. If they are casual, keep it human, but still precise. Every claim that matters should include a citation to the exact source doc your team trusts, so you can verify in seconds. Then make the draft do the work. It should name the next step clearly, with one action the customer can take now, and one internal action if support needs to follow up. If you serve multiple regions, auto-translation is great, but keep a quick review step so meaning stays intact. When your drafts stay on, support stops firefighting and starts operating with confidence. Moving to slide 12. The fastest way to improve accuracy is to let your knowledge base learn from reality. Turn solve tickets into draft docs. Flag articles that get contradicted by recent answers. Let the system suggest new macros when the same fix repeats. Track which answers get accepted, edited, or reopened, and route changes into a simple approval queue. A knowledge base that self-heals keeps quality high without adding headcount. Moving to slide 13. To roll this out without chaos, constrain the system before you expand it. Start with one lane. Pick a single ticket type where outcomes are predictable, like password resets, shipping status, or cancellation policies. Define allowed actions in plain language. What can the AI do on its own? What can it draft only? And what must be escalated immediately? Build escalation triggers that are easy to audit. If the message mentions refunds over a threshold, medical or legal topics, account takeovers or chargebacks, it routes to a human. If confidence is low, it asks a clarifying question instead of guessing. Audit weekly, but focus on edge cases, not averages. Pull the strangest 10 conversations and ask, what rule would have prevented this? Update the policy, update the sources, update the macros. Train from real tickets your team already solved, because those contain the phrasing customers actually use. Then prove ROI with cohorts. Compare a control group versus AI-assisted on handle time, first contact resolution, and reopen rate. If metrics move and risk stays flat, you have earned the right to widen the lane. Good rollouts feel boring, and boring is what scale looks like. Moving to slide 14. For your next 30 days, keep it tight and measurable. Measure duplicates and reopens. Map your intake channels to resolution paths so you know where work is leaking. Fix the top 3 intents first, the ones that eat the most hours. Pilot AI triage before full replies, so you can sort, tag, and route with low risk. Add a knowledge approval flow so updates ship fast without breaking trust. If this helped, subscribe for more practical workflows. Drop a comment with your top support intent, and I will suggest a first lane to pilot. Technology changes fast. Great systems last.